every hip hop, and that's what I go on a tangent about hip hop all the time because I feel like it's so important to our society. Two most influential things, I should say, in our society is hip hop and religion. Like those two things have probably influenced the world more than anything else. Hip hop over the last century or whatever, and I say that, but 40 years or whatever. But hip hop over the last 20 for sure has been
look how it's transcended.
Hella impact.
Oh, yeah.
And I just looking at that, like our city needs to be very in tune. We can't be the fourth largest city, and we're not in tune with our hip hop scene.
Exactly. And fourth, about to be the third.
Yeah,
that's what's incredible.
Shout out Chicago.
Yeah, but we're about to surpass that, especially with all these people moving here, including from Chicago, moving down here. But it is one of those things where there are a lot of stuff that I feel like the city got to catch up on. Not just media, but like, public transportation, being more of a city. And
the nightlife.
The nightlife.
I tell people all the time, we're a big city with a small town feel.
We really are.
Exactly
that Bible Belt mentality.
Yeah, it's like
definitely
it's a
operate.
Huge city.
Can't buy liquor after, bruh.
I was gonna say I could tell you what a small city feel like being for Tyler. I tell you all
my
about
bad.
I feel like you still kind of get that feel. Like people are in Houston, people aren't like very angry too much. Like people kind of just chill. Like a small town, it's kind of like, oh, what's up? Like people will speak to you. You go to New York, you throw the deuce up to somebody, nigga, like. Bro, like,
well, you also, I mean, even the connection where people say things like about the artists in the city, like it's like, Houston. Like I said, when we started this, my biggest surprise was how easy it was to reach out to people and that they responded. Like I'd be like, "What are you talking about us for?"
They want it,
and they'd be like, "Oh no, y'all cool." Like that's it. Like
and
we said,
tell other people
we'll
about
be like,
you.
"Oh, well, let us get your email." They're like, "Nah, take my phone number. Let's get this," and then they'll still reach out and be like, or still shout out and things like that, and let us know about other people. So the city, like, it's one of those things where I always say the same thing. I refer to media where I said we're a huge metropolis, but. We're a metropolitan city, but we operate like a small town.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We got like one newspaper, we got one radio station.
We got one or two things.
That doesn't surprise y'all though, with the internet.
Oh,
age
it's
us being such a huge city that these voids haven't been.
I think there are. My thing is, I think they're about to be filled.
I totally agree. Yeah. Like now
there's definitely
they're about to be filled.
There's definitely certain feelings that
we're filling that.
Yes, exactly.
Right now, this is.
But it's not just that. It's things like there used to be a time when the Rockets weren't always on national news, but now they started to get. There used to be a time where I'm like he said it a couple of weeks ago, like. The number one artist in the country has been from Houston
for the past 3 years.
For the past 3 years,
yeah,
like the last.
Lizzo,
so you got Travis,
yep.
Lizzo.
Who are we
forgetting?
Beyonce,
Meg.
Like MVP, like LeBron. You could get MVP every year.
Beyonce is now like Scarface.
Yeah,
you don't need to mention it.
Yeah, very true. You know what I'm saying? my bad, Beyonce, for even mentioning you with those people.
We would be like top 5 dead or alive, and they don't mention Scar. Then people be like, Scar. Well, you know he in there. That don't count. Like, I'm like, no, it does.
That is one of those things, though.
It does.
So it is a thing where it's like, we've reached a point where it's like, you can't have this much talent being that big coming out and always having to move. Eventually, other people from the outside are going to be like, well, I'm going to just go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like Doe Beasley was saying, like he said it on here. He goes, "Yo, you come to Houston and you don't need A&R. You don't need you've got people that have 10 years worth of material that are ready to go that still sound fresh. You could come, whoever Rock Nation could come by and pick up DeLorean right now.
Yeah, they really could.
And that's it. And it's not I got to turn you into something. I just have to expose your music to the rest of the world.
Propain was just up
Propain.
Propain. You see what happened to Young Deji?
Yeah. Propain was just a Rock Nation. And that's the thing. It's like all those people
with Rock Nation now
that were out of that 2010 class. Deji.
Yeah, you see what happened to Deji and Meg. You put me on Meg and Deji, and just looking at them, nothing changed. Somebody just picked them up. Yeah, and it was like,
the music still. I said the music is as good as when they left, and that's not a knock. Mm-hmm. It's like the music was good starting out.
It was, man.
Already.
And it is.
Y'all better watch out for Wiz, though, man. He keep coming down here plucking artists out of the city. Like,
but that's the thing.
Oh,
I said, look.
We're going to talk about it now.
We're going to talk about how Wiz is coming down here.
Wiz's whole last album was a Young Dutch album. That's what we're
Wiz has come down here. Rock Nation has been coming down here.
300 stay down.
A lot of people been coming down here.
Basically have an office.
Got, what's the name?
Young Rowe.
Young Rowe. Me coming down here, I'm like, at a certain point, it's like, first of all, it's a major city. Like, this ain't even a bad city. This is a nice city to come down to.
Right.
Like, it's not like you going to no shot against whoever's in Iowa. I'm sorry. The shots out to y'all.
We done did it.
But it's not like, I'm sorry. Iowa. If we lost our one fan in Iowa. Like,
big shout out to Iowa.
That's not a shot against Iowa. That's just a shot against us for only
Iowa,
having one fan out of Iowa.
Classroom concert to
big
Iowa.
shout out to Iowa and your potatoes.
There are certain areas that you go to where you're like, okay, it's not a lot of people out here and it's not a lot of stuff to do. You know, I don't know, Cleveland. Like, so, you know, and so it's a thing where they say, but they'll talk about that with like, you know, athletes where they'll be like, yo, like, why don't they go there? Like, they just don't want to, you know, everybody didn't want to be in Oklahoma. Like, they, like, I wanted to go to a larger city. Mm-hmm. Houston is a large city.
It's large enough.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
And there's a lot of women out here. Yeah, just keeping on the athlete thing.
He just put it out there.
So Slim Thug put it out there multiple times, and he was like, "Oh."
Drake came out here and exposed everybody to the point where now I'm watching Insecure. I'm watching Insecure, and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why is he from Houston?"
Yeah. Shout out to Drake for what he did for the city. He really.
And now he's got his big interview out. Where he was,
I watched like 20 minutes. I couldn't do the whole 2 hours.
I haven't even started.
Man,
if
you just, I'm with you. If you don't put that thing in your car and just break it down gradually, like you do the Joe Budden podcast.
That's exactly what exactly.
Just break.
Yeah, because Joe Budden does have me used to listening to like 3 hours.
Yeah,
of people talking about random
2 hours
stuff.
and 59 minutes. Oh, happy day!
Got to ride to it.
By the what is it? This will be Saturday. I'm finishing up Tuesday night. Wednesday.
That is true. I'm usually finishing that thing.
Car ride started.
But in my humble opinion, we like to keep it an hour because we respect your time.
We do.
And some with the show, like I've been, because the first show, 30 minutes?
Yeah,
and I've been trying, I'm like, every time, I'm like, no, bro, ideally, and I would want the show to be like 10 minutes just because being looking at it from
YouTube and all that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shorter attention
but you can get out them 10-minute clips,
man.
Yeah,
and that's it.
True.
Look, I will say the show didn't seem long.
Nah,
and we saw 2 shows that night. Y'all filmed.
Yeah, they filmed 3, and we were there for 2.
Yeah, okay, I can only stay for 2.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. I was like, the show goes, it moves.
It does.
I will say that.
Yeah, there was not one point where I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And
thankfully, man.
And it is a live production, so we do appreciate people being patient at the show because we gotta close the curtains, change the scenes, whatever. So we appreciate people being patient.
That's when you could go outside and vape.
Yeah.
Get your drinks.
They got drinks.
Yeah.
They got a nice little area. Let's do one more. We got a last one. Let's do Bloodbath.
Okay.
Man.
Also, because we want her on this show as well. Hey, Bloodbath.
Shout out.
Come on out, Bloodbath.
Came to Everybody Eats, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all were at
conversation.
Y'all was
at
the strip club?
Yes.
We were.
Yes.
And we ate some good food.
Shouts out to her for turning that around real quick. Like, I was like, shouts out to her for turning that into a family event overnight. Her and Amy pulled that together real quick.
Looking amazing. It don't even look like it.
I knew y'all was going to play Apartment.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite records.
I always knew that my life would be different. Even though I spent my whole life in these streets. And I come from the projects, apartment building. Some niggas that I thug with is gone and I miss. Be feeling like they left me all alone on this mission. Even though we're doom and dirty, I still love my trench. Apartment building. I come from a gutter block, them apartment building. My whole family good now, got us out the hood now, them apartment building.
Hey, nah, true story, man. I come from nothing, man.
I swear to God, man, we used to have a little ass bar of soap in the house. I'm talking about trying to rub that whole hard on our body, man. I'm talking about boiling water to bathe. I come from nothing, man. So I appreciate blessings like this, man. It's a blessing to be here. Let's turn these people up one time.
Let's sing.
And so that's another big thing where it's like, I feel like they even choose the songs where they're like, yo, I want the expressive songs.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I want to talk about it. Yeah. And then that's it. And it's just different. It's a different kind of show.
Only person I gave a whole set list to was Sauce Walka. That was the only person I gave a whole set list to, and to say, I want these songs and these songs.
He came in, he was like, okay, bet.
You had to set the precedent, and now it's been set.
You had to set it on the first one.
Yeah.
You had to set it on the first one.
And also just knowing how much music Sauce has, I really wanted to be very direct. I wanted to, like, we needed to give him the parameters. Like Rez was like, maybe write something down, notes or something to give to him. It's like, nah, let's just try to give him the songs and let him just
craft whatever around it.
Sauce, I don't know if we'll ever have anybody on the show better than Sauce, just because of his personality. Yeah. Not just saying his music and everything, but just what he brought to the show, like his personality, man. Not too many people can handle a stage like Sauce, and not just rapping, but to stand on stage for an hour. Sauce gave us probably about an hour.
He's like a born performer.
Yeah, he's a showman. His daddy was
he's a born performer.
But that's what got me, because when the camera's on, he's a showman. But at the same time, he got to talking on the show, and I was like, this dude is smart,
intellectual,
and like everything I started after that show. I watched Sauce, and I'm like, bro, this dude's strategy is crazy.
It's intentional. It's strategic.
I have so much more respect for like the Sauce movement that they have, man. Like TSF, just because knowing like him leading that movement and like being the brains behind the operation, and like he just that dude is smart, bro. Shout out to Sauce. Shout out to Sauce, man. Shout out to Sauce.
Well, I mean, we don't have too much left. Let's hear some of the guests that you want on. Go ahead and shout that out, because I mean, I'm not saying they listening. They might
Megan
be.
Thee Stallion.
Megan, we've been trying to get.
Oh well, shoot! Then since we all give a shout out, Meg, you want to come perform? You want to come interview and be on this show? No, but go ahead. Say
Megan, we need you.
Okay.
Young Deji working.
Yeah, Deji, we gonna make that happen, man. We talked about Rob, like Rob just somebody in the game like that. I just respect lyrically, yeah.
Rob Gillette, we can connect you with Rob Gillette.
Rob, like Dante, man, Propain, them, they just some people I respect in the city just from being in the city. But
great artist.
Beat King, we really want Beat King. We need you too, bro. We really need you to come out here and perform. Crush with the live band.
Beat King with a live band.
Y'all gonna go crazy, bro. The city, I feel like that show would be the craziest. Like, and I want him to bring all the strippers out. We might let him on stage and twerk.
Hold on, would be incredible.
And we want to open up to all other Texas artists too, like Dallas.
Hold on, man.
Trap Boy Freddy's, the Mo 3s of the
Trap
world.
Boy, Mo 3.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. We at Dallas.
Everybody ain't your friend. Mo 3's my guy, man.
Yeah, man, we looking all over, man.
I listened to Mo 3 album. It jammed too. Got some bangers on there, but
remix with Boosie.
Dallas, we really want to get up to Dallas and do a show, and because they have a lot of artists up there. I really like Dallas music scene. You know, Rez from right around the corner from Dallas. He's trying to rep it low key, but.
I was gonna leave that alone. I mean, I felt that.
No,
because it felt real Dallasy for a minute.
Look,
he talked through it. We were still talking about Houston artists. He was like, "Hey, man, Dallas though."
He got on some gray and some blue.
He really trolling because he a Cowboys
Who's
fan.
I'm
a Patriots fan. I ain't got nothing to do with Dallas.
Okay,
I'm just an hour and a half away.
Okay,
I meant to open the show up with that. Talk about Texas hats. I was like, nah, but. I'm one of the few people who I rock with. I'm from the H, so I can't hate on the Texans. I rock with the Texans, too. I was just at a game a couple weeks ago. But, yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, though.
Oh, man.
This is the most disappointed I've ever been.
Y'all was happy them first 3 games, though.
I know. We are.
Them 3 games.
We would have thought they wanted.
We're the most delusional fans. I know that. Like, I'm delusional every year. But this year, I really felt like.
Nah, that's not true.
I really felt like.
I'm a Rockets fan. We super dope.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Harden.
I'll be like James Harden, ISO all the time.
Have you
nothing wrong with that?
Playoffs. He gonna
nothing wrong with that.
Have you
there is an I in team.
Have you met a
Have you met a leave Harden alone?
Have you met a Knicks fan?
Oh no!
So y'all are good.
Actually, I haven't met a. I've been looking for Golden State Warriors fans. I haven't found.
They
one.
disappeared.
Oh, they went to the Lakers.
They went. No,
all their fans went to the Lakers.
They followed LeBron.
Weathers.
Some of them, I think, 10% of them went to the Clippers.
Yeah.
10% of them went to the Clippers. That's it.
I'm looking for
they
you,
just
Golden
went a little
State
down
fans.
south. That's all. I'm not gonna clown them too hard because they beat us, but yeah. On Christmas Day. How did we? Never mind.
Let's get that.
Never mind.
I want another artist. Zero.
For real.
Oh,
I
Zero.
want Zero. Mo City done with the with
a live band,
bro.
He'd be incredible.
That'd be nice.
That'll be
live
so
band.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I honestly, no disrespect to anybody, but just been trying to stay away from Houston legend artists like that, like because I feel like it kind of puts you in a box, and they've been put on to the utmost in the city. You know what I mean? So like, I'm really trying to.
You trying to gravitate to?
We don't want people to be like, oh yeah, they just wanna. But J-Dog, you can come too, man. Like, oh man, I would love to hear J-Dog like get
J-Dog.
up there.
We're
and
trying
rap.
to get J-Dog too.
Whatever it is he do, I don't even know if J-Dog call that rapping, bro, because he's
preaching.
Yes, because it's a whole different passion that he brings to
that voice.
Yeah.
Ooh, it comes from his diaphragm, man.
That's all.
That's why whenever he show up, they ask him to pray.
Yeah.
The thing was that was like, J-Dog, you want to pray real quick? I was like,
had him pray at the Nipsey.
He did. We was at the Nipsey celebration. It was like, J-Dog, come on down.
Yep.
I said, J-Dog's family got to ask him to pray every time because he say the best prayer.
He might as well get ordained.
Hands down.
Every
Every time J-Dog pray, I'd be like, you know what? I do need to change my life. Let me get my life together.
Close out the show with a prayer.
I'm like, yo. He do. That's just it.
We forget Don Tolliver, man. That's another one.
Man, we reached out to Don too. That's somebody
I've reached out to
Don.
Don.
Don
After Can't Say, I was like, I was like, you got.
Yeah, he blew up.
Yeah.
He blew up.
Now
the Jack Boys is out.
Yeah.
So
but we've liked Don Tolliver for a while. But it is what it is.
But you know what? That's also a sign where it's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, the list of people that we had that had to keep getting checked off because they started blowing up.
That's
we was talking to Young Deji,
and
then he's like, I gotta leave town. I was like, but I'm like literally
his partner.
Every single, like I was like, yo, I'm not gonna say every single, but we had like a list of 20. I was like, yo, these are the ones we want to get, and it was like, oh, you got picked up, you got signed. You got signed. You got this. You got that.
That mean you got the
I
eye.
was like, I said, okay, at least we're looking at people that we think are gonna do it. But I'm like, that means other people are also looking. So Houston, something's happening.
And I just want to let those artists that have blown up, got up out the city, man, please. It's not y'all not too big to do the shows, man.
Come on back.
We would love to have y'all in the city, and I feel like it's a certain, like I said all the time, like I think as artists in the city, we look at other cities like Atlanta and everything, and LA, and with the majors and the money in the city like that, and it's a whole structure set up, and we're like, oh, we don't have that down here. We look at how they move and like, oh, why we can't move like that? Well, because they have things in place like that.
Yeah.
Here we don't have that shit. Like, but if we can get the artists to come back. We can get those artists that have blown up to come and shine light on these shows that are doing stuff in the city. Like, even if it's not performing, like giving shout outs and just keeping your ear to the street of what's going on in the city. I think that'll just help everybody out a lot. Like, because we need that in the city. We need the other people to record, the people that when you leave out the city that you reach, we need you to bring the city with you and let people see what else is going on in the city, because we got a lot of artists. They getting snatched up.
Got a lot of artists. That's what it is, man. We've been, in my humble opinion, we've been here with Classroom Concerts.
Yes, sir.
Professor Pete, our cousin right over there, and fake Barack Obama over there.
A1 Hollywood.
A1 Hollywood.
A1 Hollywood.
A1 and Professor. You see the branding there they did with Classroom. It's pretty clever.
Yeah. And you can find them at Classroom Concerts.
Find them at Classroom Concerts. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you once again. This has been, in my humble opinion, I am Carlton with a KB and Triple X, and that is Just Devon. Good night and goodbye. Shout out to Cousin Reggie. Cousin Reggie. What's up?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Reggie.
Shout out to Cousin Reggie.
Hey, shout out to Go Live Photography.